Hello, welcome to the Vulgar Eclectic. I haven't made a video in a while. A lot of comics that have piled up that I haven't made any videos about, which is fine, but I thought I'd grab a few here, and in no particular order, just go through them. I got a batch of some Doctor Strange. Number 26 is the earliest in this little run that I got. It's not a solid run or anything. There's a lot of missing ones and everything, but anyway, this one was number 26. This is from the second series of Doctor Strange that started in 1974. I don't remember how many issues this ran for. I haven't actually read very many of these or very many Doctor Strange in general. Few, but not much. So it's what I'd like to get into. This one, the cover art's by Jim Starlin, and the writing inside is too. The script is by Jim Starlin, and the layouts are the finished arts by Rudy Nebres. I don't know how you say his name. I'm not familiar even with that artist. And we've got number 32 and 33. Oh, this one's Frank Bruner on the cover, who I've always associated actually with Doctor Strange. One of I don't remember what number it would have been, but an early Doctor Strange that was an early one for me in my reading of Doctor Strange was illustrated by the cover art was done by Frank Bruner, and it's always just that's kind of been the image I think of with Doctor Strange. So that should be good. Let's see, and then we've got number 37, Steve Leialoha on the cover. One of these I noticed has some scripting by Chris Claremont. I don't remember which one it was. I think maybe might be that one right there actually. Azrael, Angel of Death. Bob Layton on the cover there. Yep, this is the one I just looked with Chris Claremont doing the script, and the interior is actually Gene Colan, who I love. I really like his art. Dawn of Death. This came out in 1980. Oh, it smells so good. I know you can't get that from the video, but this is a really nice smelling comic. Yeah, that's pretty. Very nice. I'm looking forward to these. Okay, and then, pardon me, got number 42. Oh, and this is Michael Golden on the cover. Kind of like Frank Bruner makes me think of Doctor Strange. Michael Golden makes me think of the Micronauts. That's where I first learned about his work when I was, quite a long time ago. Number 43. That's cool. That looks like another Michael Golden cover. And let's see, then we got 48. Beginning a new era of greatness, it says. Number 50. And number 52. So a nice little batch of Doctor Strange. And then we've got a couple of old Charltons. This one, number 9, Space Adventures. That's, I believe, Captain Atom. What is this year? Was it 79? Something like that? 78? And then we've got Space War, The Enchanted Planet. And that's a Steve Ditko cover. Isn't that awesome? I love it. My daughter noticed that this isn't her actual hair, this character, I don't think. It doesn't look like, but it's very Princess Leia-esque, having that bun-like ornament on her hair. I love the font for Space War. The Underground War. I think this is going to be a pretty good one. Several stories in it. The Space Master. Yep, I'm looking forward to that as well. All right, and then we've got, oh yeah, this is something I've shown a couple of these, I think, in a previous video, but I've been really into these lately. It's called Indian Chief, with this, I think, starting with the third issue. This is actually Dell 4-color, number 290. That series ran for so long, but this is the first appearance of this title, the Chief. Although the main character doesn't become the reoccurring character until later in the series, but yeah, very cool stuff. This one, the stories, I think all of the stories in it, it's got a bunch of stories that were written by Gaylord Dubois, and the art was a mix of at least a couple different people, but Morris Golub did the cover and a couple of the stories at least in the interior. And then we have another 4-color, number 639. Isn't that crazy? Davy Crockett. Oh, the Chief came out in 1950. I think the second one is also called the Chief, but it's no longer part of 4-color. It's just its own title. And then the third one is the Indian Chief. And I think that came out in 53. So this one, Walt Disney's Davy Crockett at the Alamo, number 639, 1955. Now, I remember watching this movie on the TV when I was a child. We recorded it. In fact, we watched all of the Walt Disney Davy Crockett episodes. They were really fun, or made for TV movies, with Fess Parker as Davy Crockett. He had a companion. Can't remember his name. Oh, I love these. But this one in particular, the movie of this, the Alamo, David Crockett, the Alamo. Oh my gosh, it was a really monumental movie in my childhood. Actually, I was quite young when I saw it, and I don't think this is too much of a spoiler, but Davy Crockett and everybody else pretty much is killed at the Alamo. There was Captain Travis and Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett, and anyway, Santa Anna's and his soldiers attack, and it's very dramatic. And to me, as a kid, a very young kid, Davy Crockett being this hero we had seen in other things, and everybody knew the song of Davy Crockett, and then to see him die, it was just had an air of realism and drama that I felt like somewhat new to me. So yeah, that's cool. I'm excited about this. I love these old Dell comics. Well-made comics. Okay, you know what? I haven't even looked to see what's next in this pile. I don't actually know. So we'll just flip it over and see what it is. Oops. That is an empty bag and board. Oh, we've got a couple of Machine Man. 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, got a few Machine Man there. That's a series that I've been slowly collecting, trying to finish off. I didn't get all of these just recently, I don't think. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, no, not all of them. Not sure why they're all together. Oh, yeah, I had a couple set apart, and I put them in with the new ones that I'd gotten. I have a few more of these, but anyway. Kirby creation. All right, and then we've got Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, number 35. Talk about fun stuff. My daughter loves these, so that's why I've gotten a bunch of these recently for her to read. Pretty cool stuff. And then Luke Cage Power Man, number 44. Several years ago at a kind of like a flea market type shop here, I used bookstore and just all the kinds of weird stuff. I got a whole huge run of Power Man and Iron Fist. Oh boy, I don't even know. I mean, there were lots and lots and lots of them, and I got them very inexpensive. I asked the guy, I think they were $1 a piece or something, and then I brought them all up to the counter and said, if I just buy the whole thing, what kind of deal could you give me? And ended up getting a really good price on them. And those are so much fun. They're almost like a buddy cop show. They're just a heck of a lot of fun. So I've been slowly getting some of the most of those were the later ones. I can't remember what issue I started with, but once it switched to Power Man and Iron Fist, and then up to the end, which I don't remember offhand, but 125 or not even more than that actually. So anyway, trying to get some of the earlier ones now. And there's another one, 47. Okay, and then we've got a Marvel Presents Guardians of the Galaxy. I've long liked these old Marvel Presents, especially the Guardians of the Galaxy one. I probably already have this one, actually. I'm not entirely sure. A few of my comics are still in storage somewhere, including, I think, most of my Marvel Presents. So sometimes when I've seen a really good deal or something, I'll grab one, even if I think I might already have it. But yeah, I love these stories. Yondu. That's cool. Who is he? What is he? The Planetary Man. Another Guardians of the Galaxy. This one co-starring the Silver Surfer. I mean, Marvel Presents, but yeah, 6 and 8. Oh, and then we've got the Mighty Thor starring in Marvel Spectacular. You know, I didn't realize until recently. There aren't very many. This didn't last for very long. These are reprints of earlier comics, and I don't know. I think instead of trying to cut and pay or edit this video, I'm just going to look this up quick. Pardon me. I just learned recently the total number of these, and it's not very many. Kind of surprised me. I've enjoyed reading them, though. So I'd like to get the whole run of these reprints. Yeah, only 19 of them. I was thinking it was 20, but 19 of them. So that's pretty cool. This one reprints Thor number 136, To Become an Immortal. Story by Stan Lee and art by Jack Kirby and Vince Colletta. Oh, yes. And a backup story. Tales of Asgard, The Grim Spectre of Mutiny by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, originally in Thor number 122. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, yeah. Then we've got some more Dell comics. This is number 726. Apparently this is also 4-color. I don't think any others ran quite that high, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, see, usually I put a little sticker. Well, I guess these do technically have the number on there, but I usually put a little sticker with a number on these. Look at this one. This is 161. Oh, this is no, you know what? No, I don't know what this one is. This is Walt Disney's Comics. This is its own series. This isn't 4-color. A 52-page comic magazine. I'm going to look this one up. Pardon me. I think this one might have some Carl Barks in it, from what I remember. Maybe I can edit this out, but we'll see. I should have prepped, but I didn't. Let's see. Comics and stories. Yeah, wow. This ran to 698. That is amazing. Dang, that's cool. All right, so this one is 161. Yeah. The cover is Carl Barks. Okay, and the stories and art inside are Carl Barks, Carl Fahlberg, Bill Walsh, Paul Murray, Manuel Gonzalez, Bob Karp, Don Christensen, Ken Champin, and Al Taliaferro. Wow. Yeah, you know, I've been wanting to read some Carl Barks Disney stuff, so I was hoping this one was, and I'm glad it is. Okay. What else have we got? Is that it? That may be it. Yep, that's it at this little batch. All right. So that's that for now. Hope you enjoyed breezing through some comics here, looking at some covers. I love comics from these eras. I don't know about you, but sometimes I want to get into modern comics or contemporary comics, and I try. And there are good ones. I have read some fun ones, but there's just this immediate attraction to any of these. They're just wonderful. I started reading Starman lately from the late 80s, DC title. There were many iterations of Starman. I'm thinking of the one that started in 1988. I think it ran for 40-some issues. I'm only on like issue 6 or something, but dang, it's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. All right. Well, I'll be back with more later. I hope you have a good day. Thanks.